Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and we'll continue playing Seablock. As a reminder to everyone, last time we built this base mineral oil facility that produces it from blue algae, and we delivered the oil here, made lubricant, and started producing electric engine units. For today, the plan is to build second component that I need for flying robot frames, and that is the battery. So let's try to figure out how to build battery. We need lead, we need plastic, and we need sulfuric acid. So, how do we do that? Let's see, what do we need for sulfuric acid? For sulfuric acid, we need sulfuric dioxide gas and purified water. And this one requires oxygen. Or maybe I could just take a little bit from here. Or from here. You know, I'll just take a little bit of sulfuric acid from here. Thanks. I think this will be easier. Okay. Let's see. We need to produce batteries, right? All right, I can make batteries in assemblers. For batteries, we need chemical plants, and we are missing lead and plastic. I'm thinking how to route this part in a nice way. And I can't really come up with a good option, to be honest. Let's say we just place this thing somewhere here. Here. Okay, let's build batteries there. It's some might consider it to be not a good design, and that's okay. That's okay. It's not the best one that I ever come up with, but you know what? It's gonna work. So we'll build some assemblers right in the middle of our main bus. Right, so we have this tool, we can place stuff into passive provider chest, and now the only question is how do we power this, and we can do it like this. So this will ensure that we have some batteries being produced. Nice, so we have batteries. And we have engines. So it looks like we can build flying robot frames. And also the thing is that here I already have steel and green circuits, so I might actually be able to produce them right here. Okay, let's also limit frames. Limit frames. Yep, let's do it like this. But we do need to get some batteries here, right? So let's request batteries. We have steel, we have batteries, and well, no, we don't have them, not yet. We need to request them. Okay, let's request 200. I'm confused. This is provider. This is requester. Okay, here they are. Batteries and robot frames are being placed here. Awesome. Now I can take this build and use it for robot production. Maybe not here. Maybe I should do it here. Yeah. The thing is, I'm not sure about using this to chests. I think I want to use regular chests and don't need to add any conditions to the inserters. Okay, looks good. Let's start producing the robots. I want construction robots for sure, and I want logistic robots. Construction logistic robots. And another thing that I want to do, I want to insert them into the robopod. Like this. So, this will have we are missing logistic robot tool and construction robot tool. Let's build them. I don't like this, how it looks. I want it to look a bit different. I want to be separate from storage chests a little bit. How about like this? Let's do it like this. So I want construction robot tool, and I want logistic robot tool. And this requires steel gear wheels that I don't believe we actually produce anywhere. So let's build them, let's say here, steel gear wheels. And we are not gonna limit this using inserters. Okay, this is looking nice so far. We're building just barely enough of them, and actually I don't think we want to have such a huge amount of like these items. I think just 5 should be enough. Just a little bit to ensure these things are working and are working correctly. Logistic robot tool. Okay, stuff is being delivered. So this contains logistic robots, and the above one contains construction robots. We want to insert construction robots only when the number of available construction bots, which is that when it is lower than 100, let's say. So when we are out of construction robots, we'll be inserting them, and the same will do for available logistic robots, which is X. So if X is less than 100, I want this inserter to work. And it's working alright. Yeah, we need a lot of logistic robots. We, like, honestly just don't have enough of them. So we'll be constructing them. We'll be constructing lots of them. This looks good. Let's see what's the status of our Roboport coverage. It doesn't look great. It doesn't look great, and maybe I should place something here. Yeah, it's not looking great, but it's probably also not really looking that bad. I'm surprised that the slack is being consumed. Like, all of the slack is being consumed. I'm really surprised by that. I feel like we are missing... like, we want a better chemical plant here. Can we build a better chemical plant? That's the question. Do we have... We don't. We don't quite have chemical plant too. That's okay. That is fine. Oh, that's a lot of hovering over these icons. I wonder if there is a setting that removes it, but at the same time, I'm kind of so used to this, you know, recipes getting unlocked whenever a technology is researched. So I guess I could just finish hovering over them. And I don't think we'll be getting lots of them in the future. I'm actually not sure whether once we get access to new liquids and gases, whether the thing will get updated. Empty fish oil barrel. I think I've never done any fishing in Seablock, so this would be interesting to check out. Right, let's see. What do we have here? We have lots of things. So we have a lot of bricks, stone bricks. The question is why our construction robots don't want to construct that. I'm confused. Here is passive provided chest with lots of stone bricks. Here is the request to place those down. Where are construction robots? Oh, I see. Turns out it's not connected. That's okay. I can connect them. Like this. And maybe even like this. Just to have a line of robots connected at the bottom. Nice. It's working fine, and we are not afraid of the worms anymore. Speaking of worms, I wanted to research sniper turret. I want this research done. For that, looks like I need to... What do I need for this one? I need to research military science. Okay, that's the plan. And now we need to build said research. It requires a lot of carbon and some electric circuits. So we could find a place where we have carbon and electric circuits. Let's say here. Looks good enough for me. And we could start producing some military science right here. Right, so we have... what exactly do we need? Let's take a look. So we need to build weapons testing circuit board. It will be built here. And we will need... I don't think we can do it like this. We'll do it like this. Right. So this part will come from here. This part will go here, and it will come from there. Right, so we have first store. Now, so I think I should just copy this, and we will require again carbon and electronic circuits. So something like this should work, I think. It even looks kind of nice. What we are missing, some assemblers. So let's build a couple of assemblers. Okay, assemblers should be fixed. Should have them. Now this will be placed. So it's these three things. We need brass and invar. Brass and invar. Invar, steel, and brass again. Where is our brass? So here is invar. And the brass is here? Oh, that's bronze. Here is brass. And here is invar. I kind of want to build all of this here, probably. Yeah, I want to build it there. So I'll take this and plop them down somewhere. Yeah, except there is not enough space. Interesting. Okay, let's build it from scratch in this case. No. I changed my mind. I will not build them from scratch. I will just place a separate chest. Nice. We've got it here. Then invar is placed in a box. Oh, nice. So that means that I don't actually need to do this. I can make it directly. So this will be our science production facility. It will be placing a science in a provider chest in a box. And from the other side, it will be taking these things and they will come. So we need invar, steel, and brass plate. Steel, we have steel kind of close by, so I would maybe just do something like this, except we need steel for the other, for this assembly machine. So this assembly machine needs steel. We can give it steel like this, so it will be getting steel. It will be getting stuff from this one, and this one will have brass and invar, and it will be placed over there. Right, let's see. This will be taking stuff from here. Oh wait, this is wrong. We don't have enough belts. We don't have enough belts. I'll redo all of this, so no worries. It looks pretty bad, but it will be fine. Okay. Let's change things up a little bit. I want to produce a lot of requester chests, and for that I need some steel chests. Right, and for those I need some steel, I would assume. Steel plates, nice. So we should have a lot of requester chests being made, and with requester chests we can finally start producing some belts. How are robots doing? We need a lot more logistic robots. I hope this thing is working and giving us robots. We need robot frames, and robot frames are produced where? Right here, right? Nice, yeah, so this build is working. It's a bit slow, but it's okay. It's fine. It's not that bad that it's slow. Nice. What was I talking about? Yeah, this part. This is military science. I'm not quite sure how much I want to create. Let's say we'll be producing only one slot. And here we want to request brass and invar, I believe. Nice. So this should be it. We should finally get military science, and we can place it on a belt even. So let's reconfigure inserters a little bit, like this. And now we can copy them here. Nice. So this should work. We'll get a requester chest. The problem is that we don't really have rubber part coverage here, but we can fix it. So we'll have requester chest that will be placing some stuff. It will be requesting military science, which we do not have yet, and it will be placing it on the belts, and the labs will be researching it. The problem now seems to be that we do not have iron. We are short on iron. Why is that the case? So we have too much copper, so that part doesn't produce anything. But this one is supposed to be producing a lot of things. but it doesn't, because... Why is that? This is not... Oh, this is not getting sulfuric acid of this. I cut off this part. Will the bottom of the build start getting enough sulfuric acid? It seems so. So now the production looks much more stable to me. I'm not sure whether it's gonna be enough, but it looks better. It definitely looks better. So what have we done so far? We set up production of the robots. So we're actually building up our robot fleet. And we also set up military science. Almost. Except the part of actually having military science researched. What I'm wondering is it actually the correct setup? It's not, because all of this have this extra items being produced. Every step actually along the way produces those. So we need to have a solution for how to deal with that. And we could... I mean, I could just do something just like this that doesn't require much thinking. Because I don't want to overthink military science for now. I just want, like, you know, a little bit of it. Just a tiny bit of military science. So this is the passive provider. Somewhere, let's say here, and here. And this cannot be regular inserter. It will have to be a filter one. So we'll have filter inserter here and here. And we will tell these filter inserters that they are gonna use only these two materials. It's fine. I'll wait a bit. Can we speed this up? That's the question. What can we do about our iron production? And I don't feel like we can do anything here. This line is doing its best. No, it doesn't. It's not doing its best. Still gets delayed by the lack of sulfur. I mean, I could try to connect sulfuric lines here, to be honest. And maybe that's not such a bad idea, to be honest. So, okay, it doesn't quite work very nicely, but... I could, in theory, try to connect them like this, right? So we have something resembling, you know, not exactly resembling sulfuric production. Essentially, the idea here is that I'd like to... Oh, goes like this around the thing. Fuck, maybe make it look a bit better. Maybe like this? No. Oh, have to be a bit higher. Okay, what I was saying. Just in case one of the lines is not really working, for example this one, it's not producing a lot of sulfur. I wanted to be able to share its sulfur. Maybe I shouldn't do that because we are running a risk of depleting our sulfur supply. And we might also have not enough Oh, there are so many issues with it. There's so many issues. I'm gonna add. I will add overflow valve. Yes, so it will happen only if we have too much sulfur. Only then this thing will work like this. The problem is that it means that both of these lines are going to supply this one. I don't like what I did here. I'll probably tear this down at some point, but right now I just want this thing to run all the time, and this one. So I don't want this part to be shot on sulfuric acid. Right, so here it allows all the sulfuric acid to go through, and here it should also allow all of it to go through. So we should have a lot of sulfuric acid here. And with that, we might also be able to allow the slag to be consumed. Let's see how well this works. Works out for us. And the military science is almost researched. Not quite, but you know, it's pretty close. While all of this is happening, I'd like to see two things. First of all, explosives. Well, not even explosives. It's more like blast charges, I think. This is the one that I actually care about. I really want to be able to produce landfill, but it might be a bit too soon for these things. Let's see. 1000, 2000. It's kind of a lot. It is a lot of research, but at the same time, I really want it. Yeah, we'll be able to get it. So what this means is that we can just start landfilling whatever we want to landfill. Everything should be fine. Right. So let's say we are landfilling all of this. All of this area is getting landfilled. Nice. What's next? Because the reason I'm not feeling it, I want to build proper mall right here. So all robots are busy, they're doing something. We need more robots. That's what I see. We need way more robots. Okay, let's try to figure out what we are gonna do next. Because I am not quite sure what should be our next step. Let's see. Let's take a look at blue science. What do we need for blue science? Let's say we want to build blue science. So we want I don't know, this much to match our green science. It's probably too much, to be honest. I don't really see us I don't really see being able to produce that much. But let's try. So femtol laser array. Oh. This looks tricky. Okay. Steel plate, naphtha, fuel oil. Okay. We have all of this. So we can build it. This one. Copper, glass, steel plate. We don't have glass. Glass again. So we kind of have all of this here except for the glass. Aluminium, we have silver plates, we have that. And what do we need for atomic sensors array? We need pretty much the same thing. So one, and I expect one filter. Yep, and one A filter. So good news is that we have everything except glass to build our blue science. Fuel oil, naphtha. Let's take a look at this. So this is almost empty, almost empty, almost empty. Is it even working? I don't have crude oil. Like, what's the problem here? Oh, the problem is not having enough charcoal. Since we have robot production happening, and it seems to be working fine, we can increase this to 20. So that we are basically saying that from now on we can allocate higher fraction of our robots to work on this. Obviously, I'd want to have it fixed at some point, but because I don't want to use robots for anything that actually generates like science that affects research. I want the research to run without the robots for the most part. So this kind of setups are going to be temporary, but now, before I transition to like proper city blocks, they're really convenient. So I'm going to use what's convenient. And I can actually start building... I can start building a mall here. The thing is that this part will be getting resources from this side and this side. So I probably want to start building intermediates on the right, but before I do that, let's take a look and see, just like in general, how everything would look like. So if I do it like this, how many I can fit? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, that's not. So that is 25. And then in addition to this 25, we will be able to add, let's say, 5 more, so 30. Have space for 30. Interesting. How should I do this? So first of all, let's try to... I'm not sure how to do it, but I guess I'd want to produce some things there. Oh, I never stopped. I never stopped this one, right? I don't think I did. Interface provider chests, I think. Yeah. And we also need lots of inserters. I'm not even sure what to construct first, to be honest. I'd probably say inserters are the most important, but yeah, they are the most important. I want inserters. Okay, inserters are being built. Let's see. How many inserters we actually have? We have a lot. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's so many types of inserters. It's a lot of inserters. And I built a lot of requester chests. I feel like I built too many. Right, what I completely overlooked is the fact that such builds require roboports. So how should we do it? Let me kind of move all of this a bit up. Let's say have a roboport here and one over here. Not only this, I can place it right in the middle, I think. This is not the middle. This is right in the middle, right? Yeah. Okay. So we have these things. Maybe I shouldn't overthink. Maybe I should just randomly place stuff, and if something doesn't work out, we can always, like, if there are problems with anything, we can always fix them later, I'd say. Okay, so let's start with something simple. Let's which side to start? Let's just start. I don't want to randomly place everything, but maybe I should. Maybe I should just place stuff more randomly. Okay. So we'll definitely need to build some inserters. Fast inserters? Should I build them? Yeah, let's build them. I need some fast inserters. I will also need some filter inserters and probably fast filter inserters. Right? Let's say this is our inserter line. Now, a little bit above that one, I want to produce some things needed for the belts. So we have the belts. We want to have these belts as well. I mean, maybe I could just organize them by lines, how they are present here. That wouldn't be that bad, right? Would it? Cannot go row by row. I think it might even make sense. Yeah, you know what? Let's try to do it like this. Why did I do this? sure. I am not sure why I did that. Let's try again. Where are all the chests? They're built, right? I would hope they are. No, they are not built. Because we do not have enough steel here. Alright, the important part. We finally got the science. How could I forget about the science? So we have 1, 2, 3. We need here. We need this one. We need this one. And these things need to drop off this too. So turn it a little bit. Like turn it like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, nice. So this should produce some science, and I'd like to request the science here. Awesome. That's our military science. It's been produced. Let's get back to the mall. So let's say I'm just duplicating kind of this thing the way I see it. We have some basic transport belts. We have some this, and these things. And let's copy some more. Right. And let's say we are producing just a little bit. And I don't want to overproduce them, I just want to have like a small trickle of things being produced and delivered. 1, 2, 3. I would actually say that I want to place a loader here, just because I want them to be close to each other. Okay, for this, and we want to have 2 inserters here. Right, looks good. This row will be for fast transport belts, even though I don't believe we can support them now, so I'm not gonna use them, but I will still try to produce them, just like, you know, just a little bit, a tiny bit. Fast inserters would be nice to have, to be honest, but we'll see. Robots are working. Now, what can we do? These things require gears, so I might as well build some gears. Right, except for gears, I don't want to limit the output that much. I want lots of gears. These ones also need gears, so you know what? Why don't I fix gear production once and for all, kind of? Okay, we have these things running. What else do we need? I'd say we really need assembly machines. I think that's a good idea to build some assembly machines. So we could have a couple of assembly machines built here, and we could have a couple different machines produced here. Oh, okay. Something didn't quite work out correctly. There are some issues with the build. That's fine. So we want this machine. Alright, we don't have steel bearings, and we don't have steel gavel. So for these ones, I want to have something special. I actually want to build them right here, I think. Would it be better? Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to produce steel bearings here, like this. Can actually place all of this. And let's say we'll be returning them to, like, we don't even have a port coverage here. Let's give this part some coverage. So we are building steel bearing balls here, and we built actual steel bearings here. We don't have enough. That's enough. Honestly, that is enough. We do not have enough power poles, which is a bit unfortunate. Okay, everything should be built now. Should even have inserters in theory at some point. Okay, where are our inserters? I thought the inserters are being produced, but I don't really see. So this part builds inserters. This is a provider chest. We are missing labels. Yeah, that's. Oh wait, this is iron. We wanted steel, right? I think this bill is not exactly correct, but we can fix it. It's not that hard to fix it. I can copy this inserter here. Nice. And for this one, I can copy long-handed inserter from here. So the question is, why inserters are not taken from right? Because I get it, because they're consumed for this builds. Okay, now I understand. So this is fully built. We have 5 of them. This one is fully built as well. Well, almost. Yeah, it is fully built. So this is fully built. So now inserters should actually be placed on the ground once we get some gear wheels. Next thing that I'd like to do somewhere here is I probably want to fix my issue with the chests. So let's say we're requesting some stuff like steel for regular chests, and I'd like to build this 5 somehow. How should I do it? I'm not quite sure. How should I do it? No, I want this one to be dedicated to regular chests, active provider, basic provider, and let's say buffer chest. Here we'll have a requester chest and storage chest. Okay, so we have lots of chests, and let's say we also need a couple of steel chests. Just to have, you know, a little bit of steel chests for everything, for all our needs. And speaking of chests, since we started building chests, I also want to build a silo here and a warehouse here. But we don't have enough assembly machines, and that's because... Why is that the case? Because we don't have enough gavels. It's okay. We are just short on iron. I shot on iron and we decided to build a mall. Great idea. I might want to reprocess all of this. So this is built into copper and this is built into copper and iron. So that means that I could, for example, reprocess today. It's fine. If this gets stuck, we'll figure something out. I'm too lazy to properly think about it right now. Let's see. We are still short on inserters, and we are short on assembly machines. What else do we need to build? Let's take a look. So, I guess we could build a lot of pipes, but it doesn't seem to be super important right now. Right, I want to move this part. I want to build rubber ports. I can actually copy this. And I think just place it here. So we will build in rubber ports, except I don't want to place a limit on this inserter for them. Maybe yeah, it's okay. So we can remove this line. I also need to build these items. So might as well do that. I could do that here. And let's place them here. So we're producing something here. And I'm not sure what to do now. This was supposed to be a warehouse. So we have a warehouse. That is good. So we have lots of space in this mall for like different assemblers, but we don't actually produce anything just yet. What is the problem with inserters? We don't have enough gears. We don't have enough gears because we don't have enough iron plates. So we don't have enough iron plates, almost nothing reaches us here. We need to scale everything. We just need to scale everything. I guess it's maybe easier said than done. So, since current research is taking so long, let's research some of this stuff, and we are not going to waste our research on the... I'm not gonna waste the military research on stuff that I don't like absolutely need. And right now what's absolutely needed is explosives. Oh, not explosives, sniper turrets. Okay, so I think we should stop the episode here. It's been 1 hour. During this hour, we did lots of really important things. I actually think that we are missing still gear wheel. Oh, we are missing power poles as well. So we did lots of important things. We built robot production. So like the number of robots we have is increasing. Increases slow, but it's happening. We built our military science. Check this out. Best military science ever. Placed right in the middle of the main bus. And we also started building the mall. But the most important part, I would say, is military science, like robots and military science. The mall, it will need to be redesigned at some point. For now, I just want a place that is able to build things, you know. And it kinda is working, except that it has a lot of red lights. That is not ideal, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Actually, let me cancel this part because I just feel like it might be taking a bit too long for the materials to go like this, kind of around in a roundabout way. All right, and another thing that we did, we prepared to start producing blue science. The only problem is that for blue science we need glass, and we don't really have any glass right now, so we'll have to produce some glass at some point. And the glass will be produced from the silicon. I'll pop it to the right, and we have a space here for glass production. Okay, let's save the episode. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers!